Hey everyone. I know I'm like 2 minutes early or a minute early. Oh yeah. Hallo Erik.
Hallo.
Hey guys, it's Erik. Wie geht's? Wie steht's? You gotta get some shoes on. I'll go get the coffee. Hang on, I brought you a coffee. I brought him a coffee. Talk about punctual. He said he'd be here like 2:15 and I pulled in at like 2:13 and he was pulling in, and so yeah, I made him nice fresh coffee. I don't know what he takes in it, but it's all good. I'm sure he's got like sugar, possibly. Most people who live on the road, they've got all that stuff. Yeah, my Jenny. This is exciting. So I brought my flag and I'm gonna get him to sign it too. Hey. Hi Andy. Yes, coffee. I offered to buy him lunch, but he said no, thank you. He just coffee would be great. This is amazing. Okay. Yeah, my phone's gonna be super shaky. Here's your coffee. But
Hello,
so nice to meet you finally. Oh, finally, yes. Yes. So how are you feeling?
Getting better.
Yes. You're getting closer to home. Here's your coffee. I don't know what you take in it, but it's black.
Black is good.
But I made it fresh. This is very exciting. Yes. Oh, I don't know. It's my brother's little thermos thing. Move, bee. It's a bee bugging us. Okay.
I made it.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Almost killed myself in the morning.
No, how come you almost killed yourself?
The truck again.
Oh, the bloody truck.
I was open the hood and washing the windshield, and the wind came blowing from the front.
Yeah.
And the hood closed, and I was standing on the tire. It hit me in the back.
I see there. You got a mark on your shirt.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's windy here in Alberta.
It was windy. I was on top of the hill, Great Falls, Montana.
Mm-hmm.
And then the wind came off the hill and closed the hood.
Close the hood on you. This truck. Yeah. When you said last night you're gonna dig a big giant pit and bury it, I thought, yeah, that seems fitting. That's. Yep.
Then I have a shelter, you know, but we have the wildfire.
Yeah, apparently my hometown is burning now. People are being evacuated from Kelowna. Yeah.
My wife yesterday told me that we had an investigation in Alberta.
Yeah.
Daniel Smith,
yeah.
Out of over 600 wildfires in Alberta, over 500 are man-made.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not climate change.
Yeah.
No, I know. I know.
There is no climate change.
It's so nice. Like I thought I was early because you said 2:15, 2:30. Actually, yeah. You said 14:15, 14:30. 24-hour clock.
I always like to be the German way that are earlier.
Oh, we got Andy's here. Rato. Hey. Yeah, we got a couple comments. Yeah, my hands are shaking, guys. Sorry, I don't have a gimbal. I know I keep saying that. Yeah, come meet my Jeep. That's my.
Meet your Jeep, yeah.
Yes, because this truck didn't go to Ottawa. No. Oh, but look, it has a remnants of the Freedom Convoy sticker here. So.
Yes. But it was the previous owner.
Yeah, so this one was still a Freedom rig. That's cool. Yeah, I've got a sticker for you, and I want you to sign my flag.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't done it for a while.
Yeah, I know. See, I'm still collecting signatures because I started late. But yeah, I figured, yeah, this is the Jeep that I took to Ottawa and back. Yeah, I used to have a lot more stickers on it, but this one is my first. This is the first sticker I got. That was the day I woke up.
I see this.
Yeah, people are taking the stickers off.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Yep. Well, you know what? I just put this one on. Just put this one on. I have one of these for you.
Ah, yeah, that's
the Coots guys. Yeah. Oh, this side's locked. Oh, but I got my keys inside. So yeah, I brought my flag. Is This is where I slept and still do. Oh, the glow in the dark stars. Yeah, you got to hold it. Thank you. Got my flag and
How can you sleep in that? So diagonal a little bit?
yeah, my head goes over there, diagonal, and then my feet go out here. But if it's nice outside, then I keep that up and then stick my feet out the back. Yeah, but that's not. That's what I definitely hear it. Do you mind holding it?
Yeah.
I got some signatures, but I got to find my pens. Where are my pens? No, I had pens here. Oh my God, don't tell me I didn't. Yeah. Oh, where are my pens? Do you have a pen, a Sharpie?
Let's take a look.
Because I thought I had a. I don't remember bringing in my pencil case. Hey, Gutters Pub. Hey, Barb. Yeah, Rato, got you. And Andy Heinrich says, Guten Tag, Herr Müller.
Guten Tag, Andi.
Yeah. I can't believe I didn't bring. I guess I must have brought in I have a whole pouch full of Sharpies, and I must have brought them in after my last weekend.
I'm not sure that.
Yeah. Maybe. I know there's so many flies here because of all the farming. So cool. This is so cool. This is really, really cool. Rosie, not nervous? Yeah.
Just a pen, maybe.
Just a pen?
Yeah.
You know, maybe I should dig a little bit more. But you have your cigarette and your coffee?
Yeah.
I'm going to prop the flag up here. This is so cool, guys. A Titan of Ottawa. What? Person. Yeah, I've got to have some Sharpies. Something. Come on. I don't remember bringing them inside. But anyway, this truck. Oh, whoop, whoop. There. Yeah. The lemon, as he calls it. Because it is, honestly. If it tried to kill him this morning, like he said. Okay, I swear to God, I've got to have a Sharpie in here. Grr, if I don't. Oh! Yeah. I knew it. You always be prepared. When you live on the road, you're just always prepared. There's the sticker. Got my vape. No, that's the other vape. And there's the vape and my Dr. Pepper. I think I'll just invite myself into sit in his vape, maybe. Yeah. The lemon. Bingo is right. Just hope it works. Yes, please. I was just going to ask, do you mind if I jump in? Yeah, good to sit there. The lemon. I found a Sharpie, too. This is so awesome. I'm going to sit in this break with him. All right, let's do this thing. Oh, you got to unlock it. Oh, whoa. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, I'll help you. I just got to empty my hands. Chasing papers. Oh, you got it. Okay. Well, that's good. It wasn't too windy because I would have had to go chasing it. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna just prop this up here.
That's all my bills from all the repairs.
Oh, geez.
$26,000 US.
Jesus.
It's what's going on again?
I'll close this door.
Yeah, please.
You guys, all right, we got this. Hey, I'm doing great. Diamond Classy, Dragon Classy Diamond Art. I'm hanging out in Erik Mueller's truck. He's in my hometown. I actually didn't have to drive anywhere except down the road. So I've got a sticker for him. So totally up to you. You want to put it on this lemon? or if not, but at least you have one.
Yep.
And yeah, my flag. Oh, and I
I
think
saw
I'm
that.
sitting on the Sharpie. I hope it works. But you can sign my flag after you've had your
Are you
cigarette.
okay with the cigarette?
Yeah.
I know you're vaping.
Actually, I was actually gonna bum one off you if I could have a cigarette.
Sure.
It's been a while since I had one. Look at me, I'm in Eric's truck.
I always see you with a
vape.
With
Yeah.
vape thing.
In Ontario, because you can get them super cheap at the res.
Yeah.
So I just get lots of cigarettes and get like $23 for a carton. And then I came out here, and you need a status card to get cheap smokes here. So I
Or you buy them from the second hand, you know.
Mm-hmm. I'm so excited. I'm glad I didn't light the wrong end. This is amazing.
Yeah, I bought myself some duty free.
Whoa, Jägermeister.
And Jägermeister.
Look at that, eh? Oh, I should have ordered some.
Typical German stuff.
Yes, the Jägermeister. I had some good times on the convoy over with actually the first signature I got on my flag is right in the middle here. Yuri. He's from he was in Ottawa too, but he signed it Jaeger Yuri.
Okay.
Yeah, he's friends with Saba. Yeah. So
there were so many. I know the one in front that he came from Ukraine.
Yeah.
With the white Volvo.
Mm-hmm.
All the ones behind, they were mostly the French Canadian.
Quebecers.
And to the left there was Chaba and Christian. And the other load safe, he was a little bit 2 roads to the left.
Okay. I miss Ottawa. Do you ever miss it?
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful there. The War Memorial.
I wish we had it in the summertime.
Yeah. But you know what? Because it was in the winter, it inspired people even more. Because all my friends in New Zealand, you know, I had my show the other day, and there's a guy who did a documentary, We Came Here for Freedom. And it's a 2-parter. And he was saying that it was just amazing to see you guys huddled in the cold. You know, that kind of attitude, like, yeah, no, we are done.
And I had always my window open and the freezing cold.
Because people wanted to meet you and shake your hand there and give you donations.
And then I was feeling cold and closing. Oh, there's another one. So I had my window open for hours. And I never catch COVID.
I know, right?
Surprisingly.
All those people unmasked, and yet nobody was getting sick. It was amazing.
And I have no washroom in here, so I didn't wash my hands after hugging so many people. Mm. What a surprise.
I know. A real shocker, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I found that too on the road.
And nobody else around got sick.
I know.
Not that I am aware of.
They were probably expecting it.
They were COVID is racist, so I went around.
Well, didn't Trudeau say he had COVID like right after you guys got to Ottawa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was surprised that he wasn't going to start blaming you guys, but he, you know, if he had come down and actually like met you guys and talked with you guys, maybe he would have.
He used the same letter, but he changed it from convoy to COVID.
Mm-hmm. The Freedom COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is nice. I won't keep you long because I know you're dying to get home and stuff. But
no, I have to go through Calgary, but I'm using that ring road.
Yeah, I live like 2 blocks over.
Oh, okay.
Yep. This is my little.
You told me once north of Lethbridge.
Yeah.
Maybe she is.
Well, when you sent me the Google map, the screenshot, you were like going right past the roundabout.
And then you said, "Hey,
you're like
he's hitting my home
2 kilometers away." So yeah, no, this is great. I didn't have to drive to work.
I always go that way because I don't like the what is it, Fort McLeod?
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's 5-6 minutes more, and
no, this is perfect.
Town. So I always go via Granum, the 590.
Oh, someone said Rato asked Erik how much he likes bleeding for diesel by the liter again. Ooh.
I don't even know what it is right now here. But in the US, it went up the last 3 months, 70 cents.
Yeah, it's 140 something here.
On my way in, I fueled up and I have that special saving card.
Yeah.
350, 360. Now everything is above $4.
Yeah.
So I fueled today for 4.56, and that was pretty cheap in Montana.
Mhm.
And the first time I fueled south in Arizona, no, not in Arizona. I made it to Vegas. I fueled in Vegas for 4.20.
I've never been to Vegas.
It used to be not bad. Right now, it's not so funny anymore. And you know, you go around one corner, there's all those homeless people
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much everywhere
on
now.
the ground, and then you go make the next turn, and then there is all the bright lights and the
Yeah.
funny stuff. It is so day and night, just one turn.
This one turn, and you see the glitz and glamour, and then around the corner you see the devastation and the.
And then I was there last time with my wife with the RV, and we spent a week over there. And they have their own camp spot across the motel. Everything nice, secured, clean. And right behind the fence gate, everything closed up. All those maybe gamblers used to be, and those existent people, they are on the ground now, and it is really very different from one place to another.
Yeah, Vancouver too.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I remember when I went before the stupid liberals came in to Vancouver. So I passed by and Langley, and there's the big truck stop over there.
Yep, Flying J.
And then there's all green left and right, and the truck stop was open. Now it's a homeless camp space.
Oh, yeah, because they don't want them in the city, so they're pushing them out.
And you see the tents left and right on the road, right close to the highway. All the homeless. I never seen it before.
Yeah, well, when it gets that's expensive living in your own country,
I mean, BC is always expensive.
Yes.
But, BC bring cash. But now it is not really affordable anymore.
These flies.
I catch them sick. Right away.
Oh,
I hate flies.
They're so bad here.
I open yours too, then maybe they fly through.
Yeah, maybe. Hi, Mrs. T, Big BC. Yeah, hey.
A little freedom convoy protest. Only 2 vehicles.
Yes, but pretty hardy ones. Yeah. So yeah, I got some good signatures on here.
Yeah, I wish I could be tomorrow Cambridge with Java, but
yeah, I've got some friends that are going to that. I know.
But they moved it from the city.
They all the permits got revoked.
They did the same thing here. Yeah. When I went to Calgary, they moved them last minute. Everyone. Then there was another thing going on. Right here a week later, same thing. Oh no, it's not allowed. And it's because of danger traffic.
Oh, blah blah. Yeah, I know every excuse.
So they tried to push everyone out so that the public is not seeing anything.
Yeah. Oh, where's your coffee?
I put something in here because it was so hot.
Yeah, I made it fresh, and I've never used my brother's coffee maker, so it might be strong. It might be super strong. I don't know.
I like it.
Oh, good. Okay.
I have mine.
Oh, you've got a coffee machine back here. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, look, coffee maker.
Yes, my microwave over there.
Microwave.
Behind you.
There it is.
The fridge is over here.
Fridge on the other side. Yeah, well, it's comfortable enough, eh?
And there is my cooking stuff is all in the shelves. Otherwise, it's way too expensive, especially.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh no, cool. So where's this from?
That's handmade from Carmen.
From where?
Carmen is doing that stuff. And she is usually making those little pyramids like this size.
Yeah.
And she made me a very special big one. It's magic stuff, protection.
Yep.
So there are all kinds of crystals. And
I see some those shells at the bottom. Yeah.
And
that's so cool.
It's big protection. Yeah, she handmade it. piece by piece, or layer by layer.
That's beautiful. I
The
recognize
biggest
some of
one she ever made.
Wow.
Only for me.
Custom. Look at that. Look how cool this is.
I had that one in Ottawa too, in the red truck.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Do you still have it?
Always over here.
Always on your dashboard.
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing. I'm giving my good intentions for no more hassles and troubles and safe.
I have to take it out and wash it.
Yep.
And put it in the sunlight.
Yep.
So it will
charge it. Moonlight too.
That's what I've been told to. So I'm not so familiar with which work.
Okay, Rato wants to know where you grew up in Germany and if you ever plan to visit again.
I grew up on the outside of Berlin.
Okay.
But on Germany.
Yep.
Ossi. Ich bin ein Ossi.
Okay.
And so the last time I visited over 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I'm right now here 19 years. And in those 8-9 years, I wasn't going over because, too much work. It's a lot of money to spend.
Of course.
So I went to the 90th birthday of my dad-in-law. And it changed so bad.
Oh, really?
So it used to be a little city behind Berlin, Spandau, called. So 35,000 people, and everybody knows everyone if you grow up and stay there.
Yeah.
And then I visit my family house and friends over there. I had a tough time to find it because now on one property there are 3 homes instead of 1. Everything is tighter together. The population went over 50,000.
Oh wow!
And nobody knows no one anymore.
Yeah.
And nobody cares. So I wasn't feeling home anymore.
Yeah.
And my wife the same thing. We both grew up in the same town. So and after 10 days running from one friend to another family, we don't invite them, but it's not vacations. It's
obligation, not vacation. Yeah.
And then we figured we don't belong to that place anymore. It changed so in a worse way. And I said, okay, let's go home. And my family watched it. My wife's family go. I said, yeah, that's kind of no. So we got a really bad look from all the other ones around. And, but I was honest, and since I never went back and I never go back. So my parents passed away. My wife's parents passed away. I have 2 brothers, only one in contact. And
really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty extreme.
Yeah. Yeah, my son passed away 3 years ago.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he had an accident.
Oh.
And so there's no big reason why I should visit over there. And with my brother, he is the same thing, so kind of a little bit left.
Yeah.
And as soon we are going into politics, it's not a good thing.
You have to avoid the subject.
Yeah, and he took all the vaccine and boosters and that you didn't, or you are crazy. And it started that I said, no, you are crazy.
Yeah. And now we know, right?
He doesn't even know I went to Ottawa. And
really?
I never told him.
Well,
I could tell him, hey,
that could have been the final straw, right?
I could tell him, hey, there are some videos on YouTube, and if you Google my name, you will find me. Nah, it's not personal.
Yeah. Oh, that's too bad. My little sister, she was like that too, but I'm glad she passed away in November.
Wow.
Yeah, and she's 2 weeks shy of her 40th birthday. She had her liver failed her. Yeah, so and she lived in Vancouver, so she was very, but she was proud of me that I was traveling. But yeah, it was definitely like a non-subject. Like, you don't bring it up. She thought it was the truckers were stupid and were going.
And she really got from the liver the problem, or?
It was a combination, honestly. She I heard from a family member that she had told them she was terrified of dying suddenly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she really hit the bottle and drank herself to death, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, the lockdowns really did a number on her mental
so
health.
Many others.
Yeah, I know.
And the mental damage is unspeakable.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, and young and old. And the worst part of all, so I was feeling right to the beginning, so devastated, so sorry for the old people, fellows in the nursing homes.
Yes,
being left alone to die.
Yeah, there's I don't know if you saw, well, yeah, I saw you in the Unacceptable Views. I didn't know you then, and I watched it, and then you got interviewed, and then I rewatched it again like last week, and there you were, and I was like, I know him now. That was pretty cool. But yeah, that one nurse who was talking and saying how like was it the nurses for, oh, I forget what they call themselves. It's like a group, but she was saying how it like the lockdowns, a lot of people just wasted away because they needed their families to visit. It's what they lived
there's
for.
so many. There's only one partless left, granny or grandpa, and the only thing that keeps them alive and happy is seeing their grandchildren, having some visitors, and they were locked up for over a year, up to 2 years.
And the ones that couldn't understand why, they thought they
nobody
were being
told
punished.
them, and they couldn't understand it because the only information they got is from the stupid TV.
Yep. Yeah, and
then why do I have to wear a mask? And nothing makes sense. And they didn't even put them outside on the fresh air. Everything was crazy.
Super locked down.
COVID is looking around the corner.
I know. Right?
And then
like the arrows in the on the floor.
I've seen that, and I said that's worse than the concentration camps. What they do to all people, and they have no idea what's going on.
I know. They're confused. They think they're being punished.
So many gave up life because they couldn't stand it.
Yep. Yeah, I worked at a care home for 4 years when I was in my 20s. Did laundry and housekeeping, and so it was a closed facility for Alzheimer's and dementia patients. So yeah, I can totally understand how they would be really confused.
Yeah.
You know, and there are people that will visit them every day, like their spouse. There were a couple of people that their husband came to visit them every day, and it encourages them to feed, to eat and everything.
And bring them outside and take care of them and spend an hour or two or whatever you have time. They need it. That's the only happiness they can get.
The only reason
then they were left alone, and then they get maybe a letter or something or a phone call. Oh, it's for your own good. And when are you coming to visit? Oh, not now, not now. It's so dangerous. We want to keep you safe.
Yeah.
But don't forget the paycheck, to the Christmas time.
Right.
The bonus.
Yep. The Christmas.
And I know all those stories, and I was shaking my head and telling all the ones.
Mr. Green Thumb Ottawa is watching. He's one of the Wellington Street regulars.
Okay.
Yeah, he's always on the hill at Parliament. So hey, Green Thumb, nice to see you. He
probably knows me.
Yeah, you probably do. You know this guy? Do you recognize him? Green Thumb Ottawa. He's the guy who had the load safe truck right across from Saba.
I had the most famous parking spot.
Yes. Yeah, and then kind of jackknife too. So.
That was on purpose because they asked me to do that.
Yep. Hey, Exterior Bill.
Oh, some familiar names.
Yeah. Well, I kind of posted like 45 minutes. When you gave me the confirmation of time, I created the post, so they at least had a bit of notice that I was going to be going live at 2:15 today. So.
Yeah, I couldn't say anything before I crossed the border.
I know.
Because there was that line up.
Yeah.
And they blocked the right lane. With a big fruits. I'm getting so many phone calls.
I get really weird phone calls too, like from California.
I'm having today. I got one from Florida. I got one from West Virginia, and everything is red in my phone.
Oh, really?
Missed calls. And somewhere my information of my company goes out, and then I'm getting phone calls for dispatch service. I don't know, 1, 2, 3. We are the best and the biggest. You want to join us? How do you have my number? Oh, you got it?
Yep. Your data, all our data is being.
That's the most valuable asset right now.
I know. That's what Yeah, I need
selling
to sign up for the NordVPN and stuff.
Yeah.
I really should. But okay, Mr. Green Thumb Ottawa said he would pass by you once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
most of the
yeah.
time as I was inside and talking to others, and the first 3 days pretty quiet, and then it started. It never stopped.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had no idea that I'm coming in contact with YouTubers and that they're coming every day. So I came as a nobody. Nobody knows me.
And now you're famous.
And then after YouTube started, they came every day, and I was never thinking about talking to a phone, to a laptop, and iPhone or something, and never thought there's maybe thousands of people watching me. And then then people came by and knocked on my door and, hey Erik, how is it going? And so then you start thinking, how do you know me? Oh, I've seen you every night on the street. Oh, okay. That was interesting.
Yeah, no kidding. I really, really, really wished I could have gone. I agonized in British Columbia. I was so far away. There was no way. Oh, that's a loud one. I love that sound, though.
I used to have one that noisy.
That's amazing. Yeah, no, I really, really wished I'd been there. So first chance I got to convoy there. Yeah, I had one of the guys who was in Ottawa came back out to BC with a convoy to pick up more people to bring them back to Ottawa, and I joined that one. And he paid for all my gas to get there.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was waiting at home and weeks before, every time on the road, what's going on, what's the news.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
not the news from the news.
Look at that one. There we go. Love that sound. D Canuck says hi.
When I close my door, he's like,
oh, he's dusty. Ah, the window. Ah. Oh, ah. Oops. Let's get my flag out of the way. It's dusty. Oh, that sure sounds good though. Nice Kenworth. What kind is this one? Oh, Western Star.
Western Star.
Yeah, there used to be a Western Star factory in my hometown.
Yeah, the original ones, the solid ones, they were made in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Now they are building them in South Carolina. It's just a Freightliner with a different costume.
Freightliner. I like that word too.
Freight shaker. Yeah.
Can I pull it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he is not stopping. And what the fuck do I want?
He probably can't hear us.
Oh, he will.
Is that honking? I got you, honk. Yes. Yeah, my brother, he works out of here and then he goes to Fort McLeod. He hauls gravel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So his horn is so loud. He put a train horn in. So that one's really fun. It's so loud, like it hurts your ears when you pull it.
I mean, that's the original one. The Volvos, they have only a little squeaky thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was expecting like a bwah, like even my Jeep has a good horn. I honked that horn so much it started to give 3 different sounds. It was really funny. It went from honk honk to like bam, bam, to like a foof foof. But yeah, no, it's good times. Oh, Mike Akulian. I speak German. I lived in Krove, 89 to 92, Air Force, Mosel River near Trier. Yeah, Mr. Green Thumb, he says, freedom!
Yeah.
Liberté! Oh, this is great. This is great. And how's the coffee? Is it strong?
It's good.
Good.
Yeah. I mixed them with because it was so hot.
Yeah.
I had still something, and now it's drinkable. It's not that hot anymore. And you know, you use that thermal, and it stays that hot. When I had the first sip,
yeah, okay. You almost burn your tongue. Yeah, it's I grabbed this out of my brother's. I don't have a lot of dishes. Well, I actually don't have any dishes here. I basically came here with like a small amount of things. I grabbed like my sewing machine and my oil and acrylic paints and
So you live in a little house, or you have a little
my brother rents a
apartment or
house and
something?
I've got the basement suite.
Okay.
Yeah, with my cat. We got the basement suite and it's nice actually. It stays cool in there. But
Yeah.
it's pretty freaking hot these days. But yeah, no, it's
Tell me about. I had between 38 and 45 every day down in Hollywood. Every day.
oh yeah.
So you opened the door and there came like
Oh,
somebody hit you.
no kidding. Like a blast of hot air.
And a few times at the beginning, I was sleeping in the truck
Mhm.
overnight. So closing everything up, and as soon as the sun goes down, it wasn't too bad.
Well, that's good.
But right away, 8 o'clock in the morning, the sun went up and it was heating up to 60, 70 degrees inside.
Yeah, last weekend when I was camping, I had my windows open, but you know, for fresh air at night. And then as soon as the sun came up, it was like open up the back just to get like.
And
apart from the shade, though, at least.
Surprisingly, those front windows, they are, sun UV light resistance. The side windows never, they are just regular glass.
Regular glass.
So as soon as the sun hits the side, it's heating up like crazy inside.
Smoke moving its way to the island this weekend. Guess we've been lucky so far. Hi, Brian. Nice to see you. Look who I'm with. I don't know if you know him. This is the load safe truck driver that was in Ottawa, parked right in prime real estate. You had a really good spot there, right by Saba. So yeah, he's was passing through, and I wanted to meet him, and we're friends now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Met on LC's channel. Oh, there we go. More dust.
LC was a little bit weird yesterday. I don't know what was wrong.
I don't either. I was yeah, it is what it is though. Oh, I got my Dr. Pepper here. Every time a rig goes by, it gets super. Oh, yeah. Those are, what do they call the Jake brakes? Jake brakes. Truck next to us is a. Do they have like showers here? He's got like a bag of stuff, or is he?
I think he has his car here somewhere, and he's going home.
Oh.
That will be his parking spot.
Right.
The same with that guy.
We got a cattle hauler. That's a nice rig too. That's a Peterbilt for you. Yeah, so it was good because when you said you were asking where we could park, I wasn't quite 100% sure where. I thought about, there's a community, like a sports complex across the street from me, and I was like, oh, well, I don't know. I've never seen a rig parked there. Oh, sure. Yeah, I see you got a carton.
And I have one more pick over here.
So those of you guys who just joined, I'm getting Erik to sign my flag today. Woo! Look I got James Top.
Yeah.
To sign. It's the only one I'll let sign. New Zealand represented. Yes. Kia ora, if anyone from New Zealand is watching. Hope you guys are having a nice day. I know I'm having a nice day. Dankeschön. Yeah, it's been a while since I had a cigarette. Every now and then I bum one from my brother. But oh, this is great. Oh, this is like a proper truck stop. I filled up at that gas little pump over there before I left for Crow's Nest Pass last weekend.
So you have a UFA access card?
My brother does.
Okay.
So I just followed him here because I couldn't remember where we filled up because the first time I was here, it was I just came from Ontario and me and a couple of I caught a ride with two of my brothers for my sister's memorial in April. So it was like 5 a.m. when we left and it was still dark out and he filled up here. So when I asked where we filled up, it's like I drive by this like often and I'm like, oh, okay, so that's where it was. But because I wasn't familiar with it yet, cigarettes. Don't tell Terrence. Terrence, if you're watching, sorry. I have quit. but every now and then, special occasions. This is great. How is everybody doing?
I've given up quitting.
You've given up? Yeah, no one likes a quitter. Oh, this is great. I don't have to be at work for another hour, so I got lots of time to hang out and have your coffee and sign my flag. And yeah, I figured I'd give you a sticker. I've got one on my Jeep, and someone gave one to me, so
yeah.
You can.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Danielle Smith.
Apparently, she
doesn't do the right thing.
It's not in her jurisdiction, apparently. But yeah, I've got the.
I don't think so. If she is
the Coots guys.
Up,
yeah, it might be a situation where she doesn't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole, because yeah.
I know she's getting attacked from all sides.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know what? Make the difference.
Like Saba always said, grow some balls.
Yeah.
Yep.
And nobody wanted us in Ottawa, and we were there anyway.
I know. It was amazing. What a great time to be alive. I'm so glad I got to be a part of it. You were even more a part of history than. I mean, I watched everything. I watched a lot of the live streams. And because BC, it was like 3 hours ahead. And then I was sharing everything to New Zealand too.
Yeah.
And they were like 21 hours, no, like 18 hours, 19 hours ahead. So yeah, it was cool. So anything that was happening in Ottawa, I was sharing to New Zealand, and then the European page too.
Yeah.
Because there was a European Freedom group on Facebook. So I shared everything that I could, and then watched everything that I could, and
I got surprised. I had some from Germany. They watched it too, and they gave me a message. And hey, I'm from Germany. I'm so proud. There's a German showing up and representing us. And, okay.
Well, like the first time I met Boom Truck Ben. As soon as I saw him, I was like, "You look like all of my uncles." And I said, "Kosti Ploti treden," and he said, "Yo," and then that was it. It was like Mennonites represented. I was so proud that I had cousins that were feeding people in Ottawa. I had a couple of cousins there, and then my brother who lives here, he was at the Coots blockade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wish you could have met him. He would have been so tickled to have met you. Yeah. So yeah, it was really nice. So as soon as I woke up, that was it. I suddenly, because a lot of my family didn't believe in the jab. And my mom was so stressed out. She told me she was praying that I wouldn't get it. And I thought I was being brave, but I was just being smug and cheeky about it. Yeah, what a time, man.
Yeah, I was right away from the first day, 2019. Where it is, everything is fishy, nothing makes sense.
And I just followed it like a sheep, like a good little liberal.
We had one advantage. We quit TV. We canceled a TV contract over the years back. So all the information that's coming from the internet. And I'm not looking, only the Facebook or whatever. I'm digging deep if I want to know something. And
yeah.
If you dig long and deep enough, you find all your answers.
Right. I saw a meme that said, you can bury your head in the sand, or you can find out the truth, but both require digging.
Yeah, and both hurts.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, truth hurts. But I'm just so happy. I've got this flag on here to represent the Dutch farmers. That's my farmer's flag. That's why I got that, because it's the Dutch farmers. They wear these to kind of signal to each other that they're together. And then I just got all my. But this stick, okay, so this walking stick. Kind of a funny story. It was when I joined the convoy and we did the BC roll. We went to a spot and me and one of the people, there was this place in a trail you could hike all the way down to this river. And so while we were down there, I found this stick and I carved all the.
So it is kind of what's it called? Driftwood?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it was just a piece of wood that was stuck in the. The bark was coming off. It was in the creek that was at the bottom of the hill, and I was really glad I got it together because honestly, it was really funny. So So we figured instead of doing the big long trail all the way back up to where the convoy was, we figured we would just go straight up the hill. So we were using, I got him a stick too, and we used the stick, and when we got to the top, and it was a struggle. It was pretty steep. It was like steep. When we got to the top, apparently we had hiked up the wrong end, and the campsite was like this little plume of smoke because they had a little fire pit, and so we had like another kilometer hike ahead of us. We were already so tired. It was pretty funny. So when we got there, it was like we fell down, and that was it. I was like we were so tired. But the stick, helped a lot.
We did the same thing over 20 years back when we visited Canada, and so I had my dog, German Shepherd.
Oh yeah.
And she was up front, and you know where the Banff gondola is?
The which one?
The Banff gondola. You're
Okay.
going up the top.
Yeah.
And you can use the gondola. And I said, no, there is a trail going that same way.
Yeah.
We are over 20 years back. We are good. We can do it. And after about half of the hill, so I realized, so I had to pull. My dog was, that's too much.
Yep.
So she was not very helpful bringing me up. And then I said that was a bad idea. But we made it up. And the dog was exhausted. We were hanging there. And, oh, wow.
Yeah.
And we used the gondola down because they only charged you up the hill, but you never checked the ticket down the hill. So we used the gondola back down. And,
well, that's good. Your dog wasn't too freaked out riding the gondola?
No, the dog
was like, yeah. Thank you, probably.
Yeah.
Hey, Dickard.
I wouldn't make it today anymore.
My first live last night got taken down for medical misinformation. I showed a video of the vax injured. Luckily, I didn't have any strikes. I was able to go live right after. That's good, Brian. Yeah, there's YouTube, hey?
So many informations going out day by day.
Mike says Germans are stubborn, great for protests. I've been there.
Yes.
Yep, sicher.
Not the new generation or the millennials. No.
Well, that's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gen Zs and...
You know, the dumbest generation ever.
Man, all the technology at their fingertips and... But, you know...
You take the phone away and they die.
I know. Yeah.
3 days maximum.
Yeah, they freak
They
right
don't even move because they don't know
the direction. Climb a tree. Like, build a fort. You know, no kidding. Let's go for a walk or something. I should explore this area more. Like, I haven't even been down to that little heritage part yet.
I never went that way, so I don't know what's coming after.
What's down there? It's about 15 minutes down there is a town called Picture Butte. It's a Dutch town, but it's bigger than like Nobleford. This is our gas station.
I went once through, but I never paid attention what is here.
Well, you get the road ends and it's like Picture Butte that way or Lethbridge that way, and then you just pick which way.
I know you can follow the road and then you end up north of Lethbridge.
I'm just gonna close this because he's noisy. I'm not too sure if everyone can read or hear us. Hey, everyone who's watching. Hang on, what do we have? Just give her all the way, all the live long day. Yep, you know that, Dickard. And then Brian says it's not about money, it's about control. These people have more than enough money. No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it looks like we got a storm coming in. Yeah, we're supposed to get rain.
It's in one way, it's a really good thing. So they cannot really burn us out.
Mm-hmm.
Like they tried already with those wildfires.
That stuff that happened in Hawaii. Whoa. You know, now the stories that are coming out of Hawaii and people.
I posted some stuff and that's telling everything.
Mm.
The locals, and I've seen videos when it started, and there was nothing natural, nothing normal.
Mm-hmm.
It was made on purpose, and now that the truth is more and more coming out, it's more than 1,000 people has lost their life.
Oh, wow.
So they don't do that stuff.
Yeah, they're calling it Biden's Katrina.
Yeah.
And then I saw was it yesterday? A reporter asked him, like, do you have anything to say about what's happening in Maui? And he actually, like, laughed.
Yeah.
And said no comment. Like, I don't know. But I like that Vivek guy. Harmy. I don't know. I can't say his last name, but yeah, he's I like seeing him. He knows his stuff. He's a smart dude. Well, I guess we'll find out. But I used to follow American politics only. I had no idea what was going on in Canada. It wasn't as entertaining. And then the truck convoy happened, and now it's like I'm all up to date with the Canadian politics.
I used to try to stay away from politics, but I know for a long time it's the dirtiest business on earth. And now everything is turned upside down. Mm-hmm. The criminals getting rewarded, mm-hmm. and the innocent, they are getting, like, punished.
The Coots boys, their trial's been pushed to November 1st now.
It's insane.
Yeah. Yep. It's a tough time, but at least we got each other, right, guys? Hey, Gold Eagle. She says Trump all the way.
Yeah, you see the witch hunt over there, what's going on. It's so ridiculous and nuts going after him. But you see how afraid they are.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And
because then, when he gets back in charge, then you can see how everything will be turned around again.
Yeah.
And he will go after those crazy idiots.
Right.
But as long the media is paid off, so right. They will attack him.
Attack him. The smear campaign is in full effect. Absolutely. Yep. This is nice. This is really nice. You're a very nice guy, Erik. I'm really happy to meet you.
I try.
Yeah, well, that's all we can do.
I'm born that way.
Yeah, there you go. You're raised right. And my parents raised me right, too. Today's would have been my dad's birthday.
I've seen something on your,
your
Facebook page today.
My dad's heavenly birthday today. I miss him, but he supported me going to Ottawa. He gave me, right before the night before I left, he gave me his stack of road maps, nice. And a $50 bill. And that was his way of giving me a blessing, because he had like a stroke. He was in the hospital right before COVID hit. And luckily he came home, because all of a sudden everybody was talking about locking down. And they didn't want to make him stay at the hospital, because I was going there every other day to help with his physio.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, okay, there's a pandemic now. If he goes home, will you keep up with his physio and everything? And I said, yeah, I would. So Dad got to come home right before the lockdown. So that was nice. But the stroke kind of froze his tongue. He could talk sometimes, but he just stopped using it. Yeah, that was the worst of his strokes. And that was like 3.5 years ago. But yeah, so I'm really glad I got to do something special today for his birthday. Yeah, because he was a truck driver. Yeah, he was a trucker in Mexico. But he couldn't get his license when we came to Canada. So I
have to make my license brand new again when I came over.
Yeah.
So the German one wasn't accepted.
Yeah, my dad's, his Mexican one wasn't accepted, and so yeah, he just worked other odd jobs. But my childhood, he got a job as a caretaker of a tourist attraction, old McDonald's farm outside of Kelowna. So that's where I grew up. We lived in a trailer right beside, and Dad would, tend to the animals, and
that's great.
Yeah, change the sprinklers, keep the sprinklers going, build fences. 2 o'clock in the morning, if like the horses got out, we'd all round them up. It was a fun childhood. They had like water slides too.
Yeah.
So it was a really good childhood, because after this, the park would close. And everybody would go home and the staff would leave. It'd be nice evening time. It'd be sunset in the summer, and my dad would go and turn on the water slide for us, because he had all the keys. So all the kids, that was in the evening time when we'd have the whole park to ourselves, and that was fun. It was a lot of fun. There was a fishing pond right in the middle where, like, for $2.50 you can go and catch yourself a rainbow trout. So in the wintertime that froze over, so we'd skate There was always little hills so that we would let's take our toboggans down these little hills and go skate. It was a good place to grow up. And all the animals, my mom would milk the cow every morning and evening, kind of thing. Yeah. So that was basically, instead of trucking, that's what he did. So because farming is in our blood too. But
yeah, I grew up in that little town. Not really little, but so my parents' house where I grew up. So there was the front road and the street, and we had a bigger property, and in the back that was all forest.
Nice.
There were no homes, no nothing. So I was always out there with friends and my brothers, and I grew up with 3 brothers. And yeah, we did a lot of stupid stuff. So
yeah,
but I know how to survive in the wilderness.
Well, that's good.
You learn that stuff.
Yeah, that's something that the younger generation could
they
definitely.
Completely missing out. They have no idea.
Yeah, as soon as like the shit hits the fan, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
You either make it or you or they'll just break. Make it or break it. You gotta fake it till you make it. That's yeah.
It is so crazy that they getting not even the basics teach anymore. But it is what it is.
It is. Yeah, no, that's something I'd never done anything like the road trip. I was completely just had my life, did my thing. Didn't even think my Jeep would make it a trip to Vancouver. So I hadn't even visited my little sister in 4 years. And I had, because you get so used to just coming up with excuses for why you can't do things. And that was my life until, suddenly, like when you guys got to Ottawa, I had a purpose.
It changed my perspective from the East as well. So because there's always, I know there was a twist between Western Canada and the East side.
Yeah.
And it was only a few times before that I had some loads to Ontario, once to Montreal, and maybe 2-3 times to Newfoundland.
Nice.
And then if somehow you're going to the East, yeah, oh, poor you, and those French, and they don't like us, and we don't like them. And,
right.
But it changed a lot when I was there, and then I said, oh, you have a really bad accent, so where are you from? And they told me, oh, we are from the other side, we are from Quebec, so the French side. And we started talking, and there was no twist at all.
Yeah, I know.
And that was the best thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now I'm desperate waiting to have a chance to go to the East to see friends back.
I know.
It is so crazy.
I still keep in touch with all the friends I made out in Ontario and some Quebecers. Yeah, I met some people, some really cool people out there, and I miss them. It's different here in Alberta. It's there's not like rallies every weekend like out there.
There was something going on, but it completely went down.
Yeah, and that's one thing you see in a lot of the videos is after everybody got to Ottawa, like there were no borders, there was no boundaries, like everybody was united, and that was the thing.
That was the most amazing thing.
I watched it all.
I've seen myself in person, and that was incredible. The weekends, those masses over there. So sometimes you could go in the center and try to fall over, impossible.
And just crowd surf out. Yeah. And the media just saying that it's like, oh, it's just a couple of thousand people.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I think the one weekend was like 2 million up on the hill.
2 or 3 million.
Yep. Yeah, just amazing.
And it started 9 o'clock, 9:30, and then it was all filled up, and I recorded it too. And I said, wow, never seen so many people here in Canada in one place.
I know, from all over.
And everybody was smiling and laughing and coming to my truck, and we know you.
Yes, because you were famous by then. Yeah, no, it was a great time. You know what? I was just talking to somebody too out in Ontario. They're saying that people that didn't agree with the whole convoy thing are waking up now. And they're because the inflation here in Canada and everything in between, and it's they're like, oh, I'm finally starting to understand why the truckers went to Ottawa, and that is cool because it's a year and a half later now.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone is still slowly waking up.
I couldn't believe it almost 8 years ago that supposed to. I don't believe it. It was manipulated from the day first that the liberals took over.
Yeah.
And
I can't believe I voted for that.
So I couldn't believe that people can, so many vote for liberals to come in, because look to history, they never did anything good. As soon liberals took over, they destroyed the country.
It was the news again.
And the only thing they are good with is raising the taxes and everything, and making it more hard to work, to live in.
I just remember everyone saying that Harper was crap and he needed to be voted out. So yeah, the first time around I voted for Trudeau.
I wasn't allowed to vote for many years,
Really?
I just turned a Canadian citizen in Ottawa. That was strange when I was there. So I had to ask a friend, and I said, can I borrow your home for a while? And I need the quiet space, and because there's my
paperwork.
No, it was on video. So
like a course.
Yeah, and so when I got my citizenship, and I was swearing on it and everything, so I couldn't do it in my truck. And it was what day was it? It was in February. So I couldn't do it in my truck because it was, even when I closed the door and closed the curtain, somebody is knocking, and I needed it quiet, and there was over 100 people. So a Zoom call.
Oh right.
Meeting.
Zoom meeting
with 100 other ones, and so I turned Canadian, and that lady, she was the head of that event. She said, "Oh, you are not at home. I see your location is different." And I said, "No, I'm in." Like I said, I'm on the east side. I didn't even say I'm in Ottawa, and I don't want to mess it up. Oh, I'm the pro. You don't see me on YouTube all the time. Oh no, shut up. So I turned Canadian in 2022.
Oh wow, you're brand new.
So and you're not allowed to vote as a permanent resident all the years before, so I wasn't interested.
Yeah.
And this year was the first time I went to vote. And finally, we made it that Danielle Smith came in, because that was the reason why I went for. And I didn't expect it that she is getting all the votes necessary. It was pretty tight.
Yeah, I heard. I just moved here.
It was not really tight, but it was a lot of manipulation also.
Yeah.
But at least we could avoid that NDP crap coming back in.
Oof. Yeah.
Rachel Notley.
The second time around, I voted for Jagmeet.
Oh boy.
I know, because I figured he would keep the Liberals like Trudeau in check. So the second time around, because I don't think I've ever voted Conservative, honestly, because I was always like, I thought it was like too conservative, and that they trample people's rights, and the whole point of like moving forward is to like adapt and overcome and evolve. And so yeah, I think maybe the first time I voted Conservative, I think, because my parents did, and that's kind of, you just do what your parents tell you. But then after that, I was thought I was being so rebellious and voting. Yeah,
I can tell you, in Germany I never voted.
Oh really?
Western Germany, whatever the party name is, they are all crap. They are all the same.
Yeah.
They are all corrupt, and they are only making promises and not standing up to it.
Same shit, different pile.
Yeah. And on the east side, we had to vote. There was no way around. They picked you up from home when you didn't bend.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I mean, it was all staged. But they had to have at least 99.8% voter registration, and there was no choice. And you put your mark down, and it was all prearranged,
Yeah.
But it was really, you had to go, otherwise they put you in jail.
Wow.
East Germany.
Wow.
Socialism.
That's crazy. I can't imagine that.
That was crazy. And so
mandatory voting.
It had some influence that I said it doesn't matter who you vote for, and it's already set up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in the 80s already, so back then, and now there is no difference. It's even worse. And I don't believe so that at least the second term, the liberals won again. Completely impossible.
Yeah.
And the same thing in the States. So there was never been a president making it out of a basement and winning everything.
Yeah.
And Biden, who's Biden? I didn't even know he was 8 years the vice president. I never heard of him. I never seen him.
Yep, under Barack Obama.
Yeah. And then I did some research about him, and so he is, I don't know, almost 50 years in politics.
Yeah.
And he never done anything that's meaningless.
Meaningful. Yeah.
And I said, so he's a nobody. He's just a parasite who is making his ears and his money. Nothing else.
Well, I got to get going here because I got to get ready for work. But I want you to sign my flag. So I'm going to take the phone, and you may as well use the back of my Jeep there. And yeah.
I can probably do it on my steering wheel.
Yeah. Well, I just, because of the stick, figured it might be too tight or something. All right.
You have a flag on the stick.
I do. A flag on a stick. Okay, so I hope the Sharpie works.
Do you have a certain spot?
Well, there's like empty spots down here, but no, I kind of want you more front and center. So.
Yes, maybe. Yes, a good spot.
There you go.
Let's
see. All right. Signing my flag.
The same slogan like always.
Good.
Erik Mueller, the German.
The German.
Yeah.
Perfect. This is awesome. Yeah, I'm usually about 15 minutes early for work, and I start at well, yeah, I'll be there 1:45, but this gives me enough time to get home and get into my work clothes. Erik Mueller, the German. This is so nice.
I always voted on the other flags.
Perfect. So yeah, it's been a while since he signed a flag. I'm happy
I couldn't believe that when the first person came with a flag, can you give me a signature? Am I famous or something? I never signed anything, and so I don't understand. And then it started one day, and there came.
Oh, look at this comment, Daisy68. Erik, hello from Texas. Watched you every day during convoy. Great to see you again.
Thank you. Nice to see you. I don't really see you about nice to meet you.
Nice to be seen.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I may as well. Oh, I want to hug you still, but
I'm coming out.
Okay, all right, we're gonna go up here. Ooh, that's a nice breeze. Whoops, come on, door open. There we go. All right, let's do this thing. Get one more hug from Erik, and then I gotta go to work. Climb down. Woo. Hands are full. Oh, grab my flag. Come on, dude. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, help yourself. That's awesome. I'm glad. Yeah, still trucking. Oh. I'll put my flag away so I can hug him with both arms. I don't want to just do the one-armed hug. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being here. Made it that much more special. Because yeah, this is a big thing for me. I'm still like the same freaking groupie. Well, yeah, I call myself a convoy groupie for sure. I get so excited when I get to talk about the convoy and meet everybody. All right, flag back in the Jeep. Coffee mug. Oops. And big hug. Oh.
Now I know where you live.
Yes, you do.
When I'm going that way.
Yes, anytime. Yeah. Wunderschön. Yeah, it's so nice to meet you, Erik.
So great to meet you.
Yeah. Yes, in person. All right, guys, I'm going to end the live stream now. We'll talk to you soon, okay? Keep on trucking, guys. Freedom.